Hello, my name is Zef from Dahua Technology. Today I'll be taking through the Dahua SMB solution with a focus on electronic anti-theft system loss prevention. So stay tuned as we go through this series. Start. We have the content we are going to highlight. We have the challenges. We're also going to look at the solution benefits. We're looking at the technology, topology, and advantages. Then we review the product list and some successful cases. So some of the challenges we will face in an EAS system in the industry is we have theft. There is inaccurate detection for this. We also have delayed alerts of incidents. So the business owner only realizes after the incident has happened or days later. Then we have difficulties in gathering evidence since there is no system in place to monitor and capture these events as they occur. So some of the benefit this solution is going to give to the business owners is we're going to give a reliable and accurate shoplifting detection and alerts, quick security guard response, and seamless integration with artificial intelligence or AI video surveillance. This is to enhance the efficiency of relevant video evidence. So we're looking at highlights like accurate shoplifting detection, where we can capture someone while shoplifting, prompt notification and alerts. So in the event an alarm is triggered, it pops up somewhere on a client or machine, and then the business owner or the someone in charge of supervision is able to tell that this is an incident. Then we have efficient video evidence retrieval. So we are looking at if there has been an incident before, I can go back to my footage, extract the correct video that I need for that setup, and then I'm able to retrieve and give that evidence to the relevant authority. Then looking at the solution topology, we're going to highlight 3 levels of the topology. Number 1 is the back office or the back end part of it, where we have the EI NVR, actually NVR 5208, it should be XI. Then we have LM22, that's the display monitor to play back and track the events, monitor them in real time. Then we have the detacher and deactivator, both of them. So the electronic deactivator and the detacher to remove the tags when the customers are checking out. Then in the same topology, we have the networking part of it, where we have switches. Of course, based on how big it is, we can have one switch or multiple switches, and also based on the distance, we can vary the type of switch. Then we have the front end equipment, that is the AI TIOC camera, that is the active deterrence. In this case, we have the 3 series that is full color and has active deterrence. Then we have the acrylic AM antenna. So we have the antenna and the replicator, so the main and the replicator, so we can have more replicators based on how big the setup is. Then we have the soft labels. We also have the hard labels. Soft labels are not usable, so once the customer checks out, we use the deactivator to crack so that it cannot trigger more alarms. Then we have the hard label, which is removed and reused. Then based on the workflow, so someone comes out with a shoplifted item, walk through the antenna, it triggers the camera to take a snapshot. At the same time, there is real-time alarm on the antenna, and we can always retrieve and play back this footage. So with that application, we are looking at the design of this, which is elegant and has high quality appearance. It complies with the international certification of CE and ISO quality management. Then the equipment comes with a 2-year warranty. Of course, there is convenient configuration and maintenance with built-in 1.3-inch OLED display and web interface. So there is a web interface for the antenna. Then it can handle different types of interference by setting up multiple adjustments. Then you can link with CCTV system through the network cable. No need for extra alarm cables. Then efficient collaborative monitoring. So we have local alarm, remote alarm with a pop-up window. Then we can achieve people tracking by AccuPick. So AccuPick is a technology designed by Dahua to save on time and pick on actual targets. Then the deployment you would have for this setup is first we have the soft labels which have a limited detection distance. So then we have the hard tag which have a slightly longer distance. But based on the deployment, if you are taking both, then we recommend the distance from the antenna is 0.9 meter, less than 1 meter. Then we have the environment suggestion. It should be at least 100 centimeters away from large metal items. It should be at least 200 centimeters away from this type of interference, maybe LED, escalators, elevators, if you have coils, dynamo like generators, because this would create interference. So when you're setting up this deployment, make sure that that level of interference is away from the antenna. Then if you look at the deployment, so we have this side is going to be 0.25, then in between is 1.8, 1.8, and 0, so the 25 centimeters to the side, but antenna to antenna, the primary antenna is at the center. Then you can have the replica on both directions. So you can also do more than one, where we have a primary, replica, primary, replica. So that is the design. And then we look at the signal. We have the antennas linking through the local signal. Then there's a network signal from the primary to the network. Then we have the suggestions based on how you would want to pair. Look at the camera installation. At least we recommend 3 meters installation height, and the distance to the antenna could vary. Of course, 5 meters would 4.1 meters. 5 meters would be the best. Then in terms of the product selection you would have for this setup, we have the antennas, of the course, the primary antenna and the replica. Then we have the labels and tags. We also have the detacher and the activator. We have the camera to do linkage, then some extra accessories for the deployment. Of course, we set up the networking. We have the pure copper cables that we provide. We also have the network switches. Then at the control center, we're going to put our network recorder with some storage hard disk and a display. Then for an advanced setup, we would have more or less the same, but we would introduce maybe some extra tags, more detachers, a higher level camera like TIOC with smart dual illumination. Then the rest of the deployment still applies, and we have a complete case. So some successful cases we have maybe in a clothing stores. In Norway, we've had good projects on that. Then we have a grocery shop where we've deployed this equipment in the store. So that covers a quick introduction about the Dahua electronic anti-theft system, and we're looking at multiple solutions that you can apply in the retail business to ensure the efficiency of the solution for your business. So typically, let's say like this grocery shop, the loss prevention solution has reduced theft and loss for the first month alone, reaching around $1,000. So if you're doing a return on investment for a longer period of time, then we are looking at saving more over time, because you deploy the solution once, it works for the business. Saving on the losses means more profit to the business side and maybe business growth. So if you're playing with numbers, then it means you're looking at a solution. So that brings me to the end of my presentation, the objective being to cover the loss prevention solution. In future, we're going to look at other solutions that will apply in the retail business to cover and achieve saving on losses. So I believe with this kind of presentation, you understand the solution deployment, why you would need a loss prevention solution, and of course understanding that the main products are network products that will be deployed to ensure there is no theft, or there's minimized theft and losses in the business. So thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure taking you through this. Let's look forward to more of the same series on Dahua loss prevention solution. Thank you and have a nice time.